Hello and welcome to review of I Got a Cheat Skill in Another World. Now, we're on episode 6, and I gotta say, this show has its few potentials. Few. I ain't gonna cut on this show. I'm not gonna cut on I Got a Cheat Skill in Another World. I actually kind of C tier like it. Not S tier like it in terms of all the greatest isekai animes out there. We're not gonna go by that logic. We're not gonna go by that. And I get it. This may not be everyone's top 10 isekai. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Now, do I think other isekais we got has been somewhat of a decent one? Like the other isekai with the brother and sister isekai, the one-hit sister thing, kind of like the Okasa online with the mom online. That's that other isekai. And then this isekai. So like there's so much to bear on this isekai that honestly, I can't put this in the trash. Like, it's not trash in a good way. I'm not saying it like, okay, 2 episodes, done. This show sucks. I get it. This show may or may not follow the manga or LN series in the way how we want to see it. But at least they trying to get the idea from the chapters and put it in the series. You know what I mean? So, props for them for doing that. Now, episode 6, same basic principle. Same way how at last week's episode is. It may not follow it, but it did give us something to learn about. So, let's get right to it, the review of I Got a Cheat Skill in Another World. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Episode 6. So, last week we got a cliffhanger of Yuuya, our beloved MC Yuuya, and Knight, that gorgeous looking dog Knight, opened the book to the workbook of the sage. And he read, and then he started getting on the same language, but with his language skills in the isekai world, he read the book of the sage. And how the spellcaster was able to use magic, how he's able to help people, the pros and cons of using magic, But with him reading the book of the sage, he finally unlocked an ability to learn magic. Remember, we have never seen him use magic. This first time he actually did magic manipulation. So now he discovered magic. And what element he got? The power of water. You know what's funny? I love water as much as the next guy. I think when it comes to water users in anime, they're the best. They're the best. We can debate about this anytime. I understand people gonna say fire users are the best, or the ice users. But it's something about water users that's so fine and so fly that they do whatever they can to be the best, and they shut people down. But that's a different topic in another way. But anyway, he discovers magic and he studies it. This was your typical isekai. This is one of those typical isekais where you unlock a new ability and you learn it. Kind of like, there's a few isekai that does that. And like Yuuya, he discovered magic, and Knight as well. So they started discovering the world of magic and how to use it. Kind of like, actually the first isekai that come to my mind just now is that reincarnation of Another World. The oh god, I forgot the name of that show, but it's that reincarnation one with the water user born as a baby, and he got older, he started using the staff with the magic, trained by Roxy and them. How do I not know the name of that show, but I freaking got it. You guys know what I'm talking about. That guy. Reincarnations, I forgot that shit. How did I forgot that? And I watched it. Anyway, back to what I was saying. He studies magic, and right off the gate, Matt using the water ball, man, he literally destroyed trees on his first try. He has a long way to go with his magic, but he did it. Now, I do like that segment though, with the king being overprotected by her daughter, because the daughter told the princess Lexia told Yuuya, marry me, And now he gets all mad, like, how dare he propose to her? Again, typical isekai, where the king gets overprotected by the princess, and they think the MC's got something to marry her, but we all know that's a lie. Okay, now we go to the real world, where we get this camping arc. Yes, the camping arc is coming, guys. We know where this goes. So Yuuya is getting ready, in groups of 4. We got Rin, Kaori. I wasn't surprised. and you got the Aoyama version of Kira. They're going to be groups of 4. Okay, so they get ready for camping. They decided to, go shopping for Yuuya's sake. And hanging and with his friends and hanging out with Kaori, it's the first time that we actually seeing him with friends, hanging out with him. We have to remember this. This is why we can't really leave this show. This is why we can't disclosure this show. We can't say this is actually trash. We can't say this show is trash because you have to understand this show. Like, forget what it did. Forget the things that they didn't add. We have to remember that Yuuya is having a difficult life in the past. Think about this. He never had friends. Not one person wanted to be his friend. Not one. He was always getting picked on. He was always getting beat up on a regular basis. Nobody in town wants to talk to him. The only person he had was his grandpa. That's all he had. The only person he talked to was his grandpa. But now he's skinny and has friends now. He's starting to understand the friends, around him. And that's the key thing that we forget about the show. Him with friends. That's the only thing we're concerned about. So as he hanging out with friends, all that stuff, he decided to use his detect skills to help him win a few crane games. And then we also forget that in the world of isekai, and you take it to the real world, you're that brolic. Just think about it, guys. We're forgetting that logic. I just feel like watching this episode and so on made me realize something. That I can knock on my wall and that I could be in an isekai role. And I'm pretty sure I'll get buffed up. You can open your closet. You'll be in an isekai role by now. You can turn on your TV right now on my PlayStation 5, and as soon as you enter that game world, you're like, I'm in the isekai world. Okay, I got my cheat skills, I'm learning everything. And then you take it back to the real world, and you're already a freaking brolic. So again, he uses, that's what it's called. I got a cheat skill in another world. So using his cheat skills like his detect magic to help him win a few crane games. He got one of his friends a figure. I got Kaori a charm, a wallet. Hell, he even got his friend a game called Diablo Soul, but it's actually, we all know what that game is called. We all know Demon Soul. Demon Soul. We all know what that game is. We're not going to give references, but we get that. And just when thing gets good, boom, a fire breaks out in the mall. And using his magic skills to go up all the way to the 13th floor and save Kaori and the others with his water manipulation armor magic. When the fire was there, he uses water manipulation magic to cover his whole body up with water to go through the fire and picked up Kaori, Rin, picked up all 3 girls, Rin, Kaori, and Kaede at the same time, carrying them, and the struggles he had in that scene was pretty great. He dropped the pin that he gave Kaori that he won for her. He had to come back and pick it up, and then he used his water kicking skills to dive all the way down just to save them. Now, let's look at this. Did you guys know that this is the fourth time that Kaori was saved by Yuuya? Just think about that. This is the 4th time Yuuya saved Kaori. I don't think we need to forget about that. This is the 4th time. The first time he saved Kaori was when he was fat, didn't have no luck, no friends, no nothing. And they beat him up by a 7-Eleven joint because those 3 guys were harassing her. That's one. The second time he saved her was when these bunch of the gang members, Red Ogres, was harassing and trying to get Kaori. That's the second time that happened. That's the second time. Saved her. Okay. That's the second one. The third one he saved Kaori was the park scene when they introduced Knight and that love triangle thing. And the burglar, when Knight grabbed the burglar, he grabbed the knife and trying to stab Kaori. That's the third, and then Yuuya saved. That's the 3rd time. So now, in the 4th time, with the fire incident, save their life. This is the 4th time this happens. I just feel like Kaori cannot take a break. She cannot take a break. It's like whenever Yuuya's around Kaori, this happens. Whatever time Yuuya around Kaori, something happens. Something dangerously happens to Kaori, and then he gotta save her. This again, 1, 2, 3, 4 times this happens. So we look at the categories of how many people who were saved by this. Kaori was saved by 4 times. Kaede, the red-haired girl, she was saved by him twice. One by the ball, that almost kicked her face, and then a fire, that's 2. So, yeah. Yeah, again, saving her life over and over and over and over again. They ain't gonna stop. This whole saving Kaori, I get it, it's so repetitive, but it's, you know, there's nothing they could do unless they bring it up, unless something happens. But then again, towards the ending, like all endings of isekais, I mean, before I even get to that, again, seeing when this scene though this scene kind of got me thinking. That scene where Kaori was hugged her father because he was saved and all, it got to my attention. Where's Yuuya's parents? Where are Yuuya's parents? Maybe in the Ellen, I haven't read the Ellen. But I got this feeling there somewhere. I want the parents to come over to Grandpa's house and look at Yuuya, what he is now. And I want to see what the parents will be thinking about if they were seeing Yuuya. Like, I really want to know what they were going to do. And the siblings, I understand we all hate the brother siblings. I understand we hate those siblings, the fraternal siblings. I get them. I want to know what they're going to do after. In fact, I want to see an episode where where Yuuya's parents and the siblings come together. Because I actually want to see this. I kid you not. I actually want to see where this is going to go. I'm dead ass. But like I said, the ending, again, gave us something to see. A talking rabbit about to give Yuuya another skill to learn. So we are not surprised about that one, but that's here and there. But anyway, overall, this episode was kind of like, yeah, last week we had action. This week we got not really action material, but at least it's just like using the theme of this show was him developing his magic, his element of magical water, use it in a situation where we got it, where he did in the fire escape. And again, using your cheat isekai skills to win prizes like this. And also, again, this episode also tells us that if we take something from the real world and we learn something from the isekai world, and we take it to the real world and use it against the forces of evil, against crimes, all that stuff, we'd be good people. We could probably be good or evil, depending how you use how you learn from isekai and put it here. But that's it. But what Yuuya does, what he learns from the isekai and take it here, it all makes sense. So again, this was not really a great episode, but this was something. So I look forward for next week's episode of I Got a Cheat Skill in Another World, and we'll see where this goes next week, where at the end another another boss battle's coming. Let me say that. Another boss victim's coming into the woods. So we'll see where this goes. So stay tuned for next week.